Hello and welcome. This is Steve Dahlia. I'm going to take maybe 15 minutes and talk about owning and managing a compliant corporate entity and the details of the company corporation's compliance and management package. So now that you're incorporated, or you're close to incorporating if you're watching this video, but once you incorporate, you're going to realize you've got dates to remember. You've got deadlines to meet with important filings. You've got documents to file. And you're going to look at all of this and you're going to think, my goodness, I feel like I've got another full-time job. Well, don't worry. That's why we put this package together. So first of all, if you've already formed a corporate entity, congratulations on taking the first step in laying the foundation for the success of the rest of your real estate career. By doing this, you've positioned yourself to better protect your personal assets. You're going to find that you're going to have more disposable income with the additional tax savings you're going to have by being incorporated. You're probably going to enjoy enhanced credibility by having that nice PA or LLC after the name on your real estate license. And you've also significantly reduced your risk of an IRS audit by taking that first step. So congratulations. So what we're going to talk about today is the compliance and management package that we offer on all of our formations, or you can purchase this standalone if you've already had an entity that was created from somewhere else and you realize that maybe having this package is a nice little add-on to your existing entity. We're going to share with you some of the tools that are included in it, and then the 5 critical next steps for Florida realtors that I'm sad to say hundreds of realtors come to our classes around the state that have been formed by their CPAs or their attorneys, and those guys are great at knowing the law and knowing how to do taxes, but they're not great at setting up corporations for Florida realtors. That's what we do, and we understand the critical next steps, and we're going to walk you through that. And then we're going to share with you how you actually get compliant today. What are some of the costs? What are some of the promotions and bonuses we have tied to it? So first, I want to give you a little background that we've been doing this for a number of years now. I've been with the company 2 years. We've been focused on Florida realtors as a market for about the past 4, and we have been invited into just about every major association around the state because they realize this is an important topic. Not only having their realtors understand the requirements and the benefits of forming a corporate entity, but now how do you continue that corporate entity, make it stay compliant so that you enjoy all the benefits of it. We're also invited into a lot of brands, and we've spoken at just about every major brand and even a lot of small independent organizations around the state, and we're very happy to say that even though only about 10% of the 150,000 of Florida realtors are incorporated, the sad part is those that have incorporated, a small percentage of them have done all of the required next steps to enjoy all of the benefits that are really at their disposal. And that's why we put this package together. So let's get into it. So we call it our compliance package or our compliance and management package. It's comprised of 4 different elements. A tool we call Compliance Watch, which is basically an online business compliance tool. I'm going to share with you details on that in a minute. Our exclusive $50,000 corporate veil guarantee, our registered agent service, and then those 5 critical next steps for Florida realtors that we talked about earlier. And we also have this for our new formation clients as well as clients who decide to just join us for the compliance package. We've actually got a banking promotion that I'll share the details on later. And we've also got a banking promotion that I will share the details with you towards the end of this presentation. Our Compliant Watch tool is an online repository for all of your corporate documents. It's going to provide you alerts to all of your important state filings, like your annual reports, when your income taxes are due, provides a comprehensive to-do list that helps keep your business activities on track and compliant. When we talk about our $50,000 corporate veil guarantee, we talk about following our step-by-step guidelines to keep your corporate veil strong. Those are in the corporate veil checklist that's delivered to you through Compliance Watch. So basically, it's everything you need to run and manage and keep compliant your organization. It lives in the cloud, so you can access it anywhere, anytime. So basically, our job is to manage all of this to help keep you compliant. Your job is to go out and obtain more listings and close more transactions. So let's take a look at some of the screens in Compliance Watch. This is the dashboard. You can see this client has a number of entities, one in Indiana, one in Pennsylvania, and one in Florida. So it doesn't matter where your entities are. We put them all under one roof in Compliance Watch. It also gives you a breakdown of your business profile. So if you look at all the tabs across the middle of the screen here, you've got tabs for key people in your organization, business locations, any licenses that you need to maintain, company activities. Did you move a board of director from one entity to another? Did you move him from being a president to a treasurer? All that is managed and documented here. Stocks, contacts, DBAs, etc. Tremendous amount of information is stored in the business profile section of Compliance Watch. We also house all of the important documents as we talked about. So here you can see we've got a couple of tax documents, really easy for the client to access. We've also got alerts. Now, if you look here, this particular client back on March 31st had an annual report that was due in the state of Indiana. So I know this client. I know he's very diligent. I'm sure he paid that annual report. So once he did, he just marked that as dismiss, and then it'll start queuing it up again for next year. And then there's actually a corporation task tab in Compliance Watch. So if you look at this, it has tabs for initial tasks, annual tasks, ongoing tasks, custom tasks. Anything that you need to do with your corporation, you can put it in there, and then it's going to track all of the tasks that you've managed. So if you're not sure if you filed your annual report for the Indiana entity, you can go look at your task history here. So you'll see, if you read the top, it just says, in order to receive the benefits of a corporate structure, a company must properly manage its compliance with certain laws and regulations. Proper compliance management will help ensure the corporation protects its shareholders and management from personal liability. Well, that's one of the main reasons why you incorporated or you're considering incorporating in the first place. So you want to make sure you've got something to fall back on that's going to help protect you. And then this is just an ebook center. So this particular client or all of our compliance customers can go in and read certain ebooks that we put in the system. So you look here on the bottom, you've got an incorporation guide, you've got a corporate compliance guide, a business license guide, and other things that you can read just to keep current on what is required. Okay, the next component of our compliance package is our $50,000 corporate veil guarantee. We discussed this a little bit more detail in our formation presentation, but the bottom line is when you become our client, you follow our step-by-step guidelines to keep your corporate veil strong. It's delivered to you in Compliance Watch in that corporate veil checklist. If you are ever sued and found personally liable, the $50,000 corporate veil guarantee provides up to $50,000 in legal defense fees. Now that's a nice little benefit of this package, and there are no attorneys or accountants that are doing incorporations that have anything close to this. This is exclusive to the company corporation. The next component of our compliance package is a registered agent service. Regardless of what state or the District of Columbia you form in, you're required to name a registered agent. Why? Well, if a customer in your state has a dispute with your business and wants to sue, there needs to be somewhere for them to go to serve your entity. Now, if you recall from our formation presentation, your corporate entity is different from you. It's separate from you. So this process is called service of process. So now, if somebody decides to sue your corporation, it's not a personal lawsuit anymore. They don't need to come knock on your front door and, if you're not there, track you down at your job, track you down at your gym, and physically serve you the papers. All they need to do is go to the address of your registered agent and serve the papers there. So you can be your own registered agent. In this package, we become your registered agent. But if you are your own registered agent, particularly for realtors who make their money when they're not in their home office, you better make sure you're there. Because if you look at that middle bullet, if a registered agent isn't available, you can have a judgment filed against your business and lose it by forfeit and not even know about it. And we found this case that happened in Dallas in 2014, Katie Venture versus Cremona Bistro. The restaurant burned down, and the restaurateur wanted to sue the landlord, saying it burnt down because of things the landlord did or didn't do. So they went to sue the landlord's corporate entity. Well, the landlord moved the registered agent, never updated the address with the state. So when the plaintiff went to sue to file service of process on the defendant, nobody was there. So they went to the court. The court granted a judgment on behalf of the plaintiff for, are you ready for this? $820,000. So by simple virtue of the fact that the registered agent was not where it was supposed to be, nobody was there, the plaintiff, the defendant, lost an $820,000 judgment. So we take this off your back. We provide you all of the legal documents. Any process comes in, we make sure we communicate it with you. Many realtors come to our classes and they're just not aware, after they have formed with their own CPA or their own attorney, they're just not aware of all of the critical next steps for Florida realtors. So surely you've got to interface with the Florida Department of State Division of Corporations. They're the ones that issue your articles of formation. But you've also got to communicate and submit a couple of documents to the IRS. Then you probably want to make sure you have a separate business checking account. So we talked to you about the benefits and advantages of that. And we even have a promotion that I'm going to share with you today. And DBPR wants to know certain things. You need to file certain reports with DBPR as well. And last but not least, you need to update your broker on certain things. So all of our clients who are our formation and or compliance package clients get a very, very detailed to-do list from us that tell you exactly what forms you need to submit to the IRS, what kind of time frame you have to submit them in. We give you links to the forms. We give you links to the instructions on how to successfully complete those forms. The bank we talked about. We tell you what form DBPR wants. How do you remit it? Where do you remit it to? Is there a fee for that form? How much is it? With regard to your broker, we tell you what form you need to submit to your broker and when, to ensure that you're going to get paid in the name of your new corporate entity. So these are some critical next steps that we include in our compliance and management package that without this, many realtors are like a rudderless ship in the ocean. They've formed their entity, but they have no idea what to do next. We resolve that for you. Here's the banking promotion. The bank that we have this promotion with is Regions Bank. They will offer you $150 if you open your business checking account with them. You need to be invited by us. So once we put your order in the system, I go into the portal that they gave us and I send you an invitation to participate in this. There are 4 qualification criteria for this, and they are: when you open your account, you must make a $500 initial deposit. Your account has to stay open and be in good standing for 60 days. So you don't form with us today and get your $150 tomorrow. It takes a couple of months. But whether you're doing a formation with us or whether you're just purchasing the compliance package with us, the $150 just about covers everything. You must sign up for electronic statements, and you must use your debit card they're going to give you for this new account one time in the first 60 days. All right, let's talk about how you get started. So again, these are the things that are included: Compliance Watch, $50,000 corporate veil guarantee, the registered agent service, the 5 critical next steps for the Florida realtors, and then an invitation for the banking promotion. All of that is included for a simple low-cost annual fee of $179 per year. If you're doing this in conjunction with your formation, you can break that $179 out into 12 equal payments of $14.99 per month. Now, if you're coming to us if you're coming to us and you already have a corporate entity and you want this package, there is a state fee to change your registered agent. It's $35 for a PA. It's $25 for an LLC. With the PA, you just have to fill out the form and pay the fee. With an LLC, the fee is a little bit less. You have to fill out the form and sign it and pay the fee. But the good news is, if you're doing this with us, if you're doing a new formation, you don't need to do this form. If you're coming to us just for the compliance package, we're going to waive this, and the company corporation is going to absorb the $35 or the $25 fee on your behalf. So the $179 is all in, and we'll take care of this. If it is an LLC, we're going to fill out the document, send it back to you. You must sign it and get it back to us so we can submit it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for your time. So you can go ahead and click the button below that says download now, fill out the form, send it in to me, and we'll have you off to the races in no time. Thank you again for joining us.